the 2025 Kia EV6. We have some new updates to talk about, so let's get started with the highlights first. So we do have here a subtle refresh with the exterior. Comment below, let me know your thoughts regarding how this vehicle looks. We also get an increased battery capacity. The 63 kilowatt hour battery is now standard, and we also have an available 84 kilowatt hour battery pack that's going to have a targeted all-electric range of 319 miles when you go with the light long range, the wind, and the GT line trims with rear-wheel drive configuration. We also have the Kia next-gen connected car navigation cockpit with standard over-the-air updates and an available digital key. And the 2025 EV6, it's expected to go on sale in the first half of 2025. So those are your highlights. Now let's go ahead and let's get into the details. Regarding the exterior, the changes are subtle. We have new headlights and daytime running lights. The front bumper has some more sharper angles. We have some new three-dimensional taillights, and the rear bumper adopts a wide wing type shape to tie together the front and the rear end together. We also get some new wheel designs. We have available 19 to 21 inch wheel sizes. And regarding the interior, they went for a wide and open feel. We have standard dual curved 12.3 inch displays for your gauge cluster and your infotainment, and I love the fact that they have separated the climate controls. Although it's a screen, I accept it because at least it's separate from the infotainment, so I really appreciate Kia Hyundai's ergonomics when it comes to the interior. The EV6 now features new star map lighting. We get a D-shaped steering wheel, and we get an updated center console, and even the dimensions have been slightly adjusted. The overall length has incrementally increased by 0.6 inches, and the front overhang is longer by the same measure, all to create a sportier stance. Regarding trim levels, we have the base light, the light long range, the wind, the GT line, and the pure GT performance model at the top. The horsepower, the torque, and your range, that's all going to depend on what configuration that you go with, whether you get the rear-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive, whether you go with a performance model or not. All of these things, they're going to have an impact on your range and your horsepower and torque. I would skip the base light model, especially since this is a EV, and even the base light model, the rear wheel drive, it's going to weigh in at 4,132 pounds, but it only produces 167 horsepower and 258 pounds-feet of torque. I think for most families, the light long range is going to make the most amount of sense, or perhaps even the wind model to get some more features. And it's starting with these trim levels where you get the 84 kilowatt hour battery pack. And when you go with an all-wheel drive light long range, now you get 320 horsepower, 446 pounds-feet of torque with a DC fast charger utilizing a 350 kilowatt charge speed. With most of these trim levels, you can charge from 10 to 80% within 20 minutes or 18 minutes for the top-of-the-line GT performance. And that top model GT, it's definitely a monster with launch mode. It's got 641 horsepower and 568 pounds-feet of torque. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds when utilizing that launch mode. All-wheel drive versions of the light long range, wind, and the GT line can do 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds flat. With the light long range and the wind models, when you go with the all-wheel drive, you can get about 295 miles of range, although rear-wheel drive will get you the best range of 319 miles. And aside from the top-of-the-line EV6 GT performance model, the charge port has been relocated to the left rear fender, and it is compatible with the NACS North American Charging Standard ports, so the NACS port, you will be getting that. And as mentioned before, I really love the charge speed of these Kia Hyundai Genesis EV products, easily some of the fastest charging vehicles. Kia claims that these new EV6s will have enhanced ride and handling due to improved steering response thanks to a belt-type steering column, while an electronic tilt and telescopic column will bring convenience to the driver. And to maintain a quiet cabin, we have sound absorption materials that were added throughout. And new for 2025, the EV6's frame was reinforced to meet the more stringent IIHS safety standards. So you will be getting a safer EV6 in 2025. And when you go with an 84 kilowatt hour battery model, you will be getting improved tow rating of 2,700 pounds. As mentioned at the beginning, you will be getting Kia's next-gen connected car navigation, cockpit, faster processing, higher fidelity, and of course over-the-air updates. You'll be getting pretty much all of the useful safety tech as standard. Kia Hyundai, they do a pretty good job of giving you pretty much all the safety tech that you need. And if you go through the new Kia Connect store, the EV6 now offers a number of available digital features and services, including video and music streaming, gaming, Wi-Fi hotspot, etc. But that's pretty much everything you need to know regarding the 2025 Kia EV6. We got better battery tech, a slightly larger EV6, and of course a safer one as well, along with subtle updates to its styling, and we have other little improvements sprinkled throughout as well, like a quieter cabin, better towing, etc. So leave your thoughts below regarding the all-new EV6. Is this an electric vehicle that you would consider personally? And if you're truly in the market for a new EV, I will be sharing a resource to help you save. Unfortunately, I don't have any means of saving on new Kias, but regarding the Hyundai Ioniq 5, you can save a substantial amount of money by working with AutoCompanion, who is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area. He is able to ship nationwide, and to access his deals, he does charge a broker fee, but as you're about to see, his broker fee is well worth it, because if you do like a 13-month lease on some of these Ioniq 5s for the 2024 model year, you can get them for like $200 a month, if not under $200 a month. That is absolutely epic. Of course, these EVs are pretty disposable, and leasing and dumping them, that's all they're good for because they simply crash in value. If you just need some cheap transportation, or you just need a second or third vehicle, that's when these cheap EV leases make sense. Plus, when you lease these products, you can get an additional like $14,000 in lease cash, which will stack on top of AutoCompanion's 9% off the MSRP. So that's almost like 20 grand off the MSRP on something like an SEL all-wheel drive 2024 Ioniq 5. If you want to work with AutoCompanion, I will have an affiliate link in the description box. If you sign up with that affiliate link, AutoCompanion will take some money off of his broker fee, which I really appreciate him doing that for my audience. But also, if you want to negotiate on your own and try that out, he also has a free leasing calculator, which I will also have linked below. This calculator will show you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and of course the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. Easily the most powerful tool that a consumer can use, and with this, a dealership can never get one over on you. And if you are going to negotiate on your own, always try to find the general manager's email of the dealership that you're trying to work with and email them directly, and only walk into a dealership after you've finalize the numbers over email with the general manager. So hopefully this content was of value to you. If it was, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Take care and goodbye.